right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Thank you very much, Kim. Welcome, everybody, to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm your host, Josh Taylor, in tonight for Rich Walsh. Joining me in studio, Trib columnist. You probably see or hear his face or hear his voice all over the place. Tim Benz joins me right now in studio. Tim, let's start with the Pirates. It just wrapped up 5-1 win over the Phillies. Pretty good night for this ball cup to turn into a good ball game, honoring the 1979 World Series team 40th anniversary, and they turn out a win in the uniforms that I might add.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Look pretty amazing.
Why do they ever go away from them?
I don't know.
Both teams, why do they go away from them?
Seriously, I can watch those every day.
The
Seriously.
dark red Philly helmet against the light blue Philly jersey,
yes,
as well as this version of the 1979 Pirates black and gold, just phenomenal. And the yellow pillbox hats, too, just to boot.
I could look at the all-black versus the powdered blue and maroon all day.
Yeah, I also like the white pinstripe look as well. No one wore that better than Dave Parker with the black pants.
Totally agree.
Good to see him doing an interview during the game as well. And
yeah,
I know he's been fighting it a little bit health-wise and seemed to have it together during the interview. And that was nice to see. He was my idol growing up. My baseball idol growing up was Parker.
Guy I really look up to is Lanny Terry. He was in both the radio and TV booths at one point. They brought him back in and had him a part of the broadcast. I thought that was really awesome to see.
Was there no doubt about it tonight? There actually was no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. They had Jim Rooker on. They told the story about him walking back from Philadelphia because they scored 10 runs in the first inning. As if they lose this game, I'll walk back. They told that story. They did a lot as far as really bringing back the 79 team.
You know what's funny is, and I wrote about this for the Trib this week, because the Phillies were playing the Pirates, I did a thing about great Pittsburgh, Philadelphia sports memories. And everybody talks about the Rooker blown league game where they got down 10-0. The Phillies did, then stormed back and beat the Pirates, and he had to walk back. Everybody knows that story. But in '79, the Pirates came back against the Phillies in a game that they were down 8-0. And Ed Ott went 4 for 4, including a grand slam. They ended up winning the game 14-11, I think was the final score. And that preceded famous John Milner pinch hit grand slam where he came up for Kosha was 4 for 4.
Yes.
So like there is that did cut both ways there with the Phillies and Pirates eventually.
It kind of makes me miss those days when you saw the Pirates and Phillies rivalry, when you saw the Pirates and Mets rivalry. Those were some fun times.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an 80s baby, so that's what I remember more than anything.
Well, you know, I thought about, because I came up with this list for all of the pro sports teams, and I was caked with Flyers and Penguins memories.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a little bit more of a struggle with the Pirates and the Phillies and the Steelers and the Eagles. I mean, the gap between the AFC and NFC is way bigger than the Turnpike.
Agreed. Agreed. Totally agreed. My earliest Pens and Flyers memory, Tim Kerr in '89. I was like 7 years old, bro.
Yeah, well, that's one that came up too. Is like Hextall chasing Robbie Brown. Series,
they lost that series. Yeah.
You know, and Granato yelling across at La Violette. They ended up losing the series after that regular season game.
Classic moment. Yep.
For me, it was the Eastern Conference Finals in 2008. If you beat the Flyers 6-0 on your home ice to advance the Stanley Cup final. Look, I know that is, you know, that's everybody's favorite, but
yeah,
give me Game 5 against the Flyers in 2008 any day.
That's well said. Well said. Let's shift over to the Steelers here. Of course, after KDKA News at 11, we're going to have our first Steelers training camp show. Rich Walsh, Arthur Moats going to be in studio, so that's going to be fun. Make sure you check that out after KDKA News at 11. But let's talk Steelers. You had a pretty cool feature. You were talking about kind of a hypothetical scenario with good buddy of ours, Neil Coulong. I thought this was a great story.
Steelers Wire, yeah, because I do some stuff with Steelers Wire as well, the USA Today digital platform for their NFL coverage. And Neil tweeted out, if you could take any Steeler from any era and put them on this year's team, which player would help this year's team the most? Now, I initially said Chuck Noll, but he said player.
Player. It's got to be a player.
And Mean Joe Green is never a wrong answer.
Never.
But I think Mel Blount, and if not Mel Blount, then Rod Woodson is the more right answer because they at least have good defensive linemen. I still have incredible questions over who plays the corner opposite Joe Hayden. We'll see what Steve Nelson is like once he gets to Pittsburgh and plays in a real game. Obviously an upgrade from Artie Burns, but
agreed.
I was still worried about it.
My answer to that question, the popular one for me was Rod Woodson, but my next one would probably be Greg Lloyd. I would love to see a Greg Lloyd, T.J. Watt edge tandem. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Harrison was the better player, though.
Agreed, but Greg Lloyd instilled a lot of fear.
Yes, he did.
He was a presence.
Yeah, if you somehow got Lloyd and Woodson back on this team, I'd feel a lot better about the defense.
I think a lot of people.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of Gary Anderson votes after Boswell's performance last year.
I did see those too.
Palomalu makes a lot of sense because I thought that Sean Davis did a better job going to free safety than I anticipated last year.
Agreed.
And Terrell Edmonds did some good things. Was durable. Played I think more snaps than anybody else in that defense, if I remember.
No one
correctly.
else more than anyone else on the defense, and I think the 10th most in the league.
Yeah,
which is insane.
So I think they're on a good arc, but I could still see Troy being a big upgrade at that position.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about another topic that Tim got into, or at least Tim and I were discussing here. NFL.com ranks Mike Tomlin 9th amongst NFL coaches. We'll discuss when we come back. Stick around.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.